back to Frenchie's last reward.
Okay.
Y'all ready for this?
Yes. His bracelet. Oh yeah. So while you weren't looking, let's see.
Hold on, Sigma.
So does it rewind? No, it doesn't. So we found Quark in the trauma center inside a kind of a pod, like a healing pod, and we noticed his bracelet's gone.
Dang, how did that even happen?
Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What?
I quickly pressed a finger to Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there.
He's alive. He's alive!
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much of one I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle.
But if he's still alive, why is his bracelet off? Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Senior took it off?
What?
I
Why?
have no idea.
Then maybe Zero Senior brought Quark here and put him in this pod thing too. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know
This
why.
pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick? What has he
How
got?
would I know that? In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
You bet. Do you think you can carry him or?
I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised. I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure. It's an incineration pod. Wait, I
What?
just thought of something. Are you sure he's gonna be alright?
What do you
Why
mean?
would it be an incineration pod?
What do you mean? Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open the thing on his own?
Fine. I noticed
Yeah, he can
a
still
lever
breathe in
inside
there.
that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
But if someone locks him in, he's screwed.
Yes, that is what I said, but you needn't worry. You see, I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go.
What if someone else comes up here and locks him in?
Well, it's not gonna die instantly.
That would be scary. Like, imagine just
You
waking
know
up
we're
in a
gonna
really
return, he's
small.
gonna be dead. Because that's how these games work.
No, when he returns, he's gonna be an absolute butterfly
Party?
estate.
Rainbow party?
Rainbow party.
You're late.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This is it?
Yeah, Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure
Yeah?
did.
Well, go on, spill it.
I explained to them how we'd found Quark in the treatment center.
I see. Well, that's good to hear.
Wait, Dad, is my voice in the red?
Us all worried.
No,
Like
it's
when I
all
talk,
good.
then it's like red.
Yeah, it's fine. As long as it doesn't peek out.
Okay.
Little jerk making us all worried, as I
There's
said.
more.
And that is...
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright?
Yeah, he'll probably...
Do you even...
Whatever. At least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Yeah, I'll explain that after Tenmyoji and Clover get back. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search the Two different
Two?
rooms?
No, just the treatment center.
I see. Then what was the other
What
one?
do you mean the other one?
You know, there's that intersection with the 3 doors. Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when you went through the green door. But the other
Who
one,
could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
So did you and Kay go through the other door?
Yeah,
What's in there?
nothing really.
It appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Who knows?
How come Dio is always holding his hat?
Tim
That's the
Yoji
only thing
and
they
Carl were
animated.
running around the
I
lake.
know, but it's like kind
Should
of
we
weird.
go and look for them?
No, there's something I want to check first.
It's never easy with you, is it?
Well, let's get it over with.
This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
Luminol.
I said nothing, and instead made my way over toward the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in and pulled it out, and headed to the light switch and flipped it. Oh gosh, we're gonna find something on Dio. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Why, scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You too, Fi, please.
Our bracelets?
Yeah, I want to see the underside of them.
What do you mean by that?
I mean the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on. You're really gonna make me explain this?
I know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Just do it. It's not hard.
Should I also participate?
No, you're fine, Kay.
Well, he's a
Your
suspect
bracelet's a little
too.
different from ours. But I'll join in just to make sure it's fair.
What if there's blood on our bracelet? Dun dun dun. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Fi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
This okay?
Yeah, just hold it like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I pulled out the luminol from my pocket.
From my pocket and sprayed it across all three of our wrists.
Cold. What the hell, man?
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout.
Don't see anything glowing. Fi's bracelet's clean. So is mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Show me your bracelet. Something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio, we don't have time for this.
Why do I have to do what you tell me to?
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Oh, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me.
Then just show me your arm.
No! You don't get to order me around, I have rights!
As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get
I'm
far.
afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
Wow.
Boom.
He spun around toward the other exit. Phi.
Stop him.
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
All three of us leapt at Dio.
Oh shit, look at that animation. I knew it. His bracelet's glowing. Then that means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
Dio, you killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand. This is all some kind of a mistake. Shit.
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
As quickly as I could, I explained to Phi what Kay and I noticed on the old woman's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they wiped it off, I figured the luminol would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well...
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Are
Why?
you Zero?
No. I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
To do
Who
what?
gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
How come he told us another?
So your orders are more important than Alice's and Luna's lives?
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
That wasn't you?
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where will we put him?
Is there a room we can
I
lock or
swear.
anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods.
Damn.
Locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wait!
Might as well just put him in a coffin and bury
I
him.
know. Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that. Put him in a fucking treatment pod
Mom, please! Hey, listen to me!
for the rest
That's
of his life.
brutal.
We'll let you out later when the white doors open. Someone's gonna need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
And then we're gonna put you
Fuck
back
with
in
me,
the
you
pod.
guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing! Let go! Let me go! God damn it! I told you assholes to let me go! You
Poor
can't do
Dio.
this. Stop! Stop!
Dio didn't do that much. He only
Stop.
killed the old lady.
Please, no, you can't! Ah!
Are we killing him or something?
I don't know what's going on. I think Kay's like power struggling with him. Boom. Locked.
Open this fucking thing!
What if he can't breathe in there or something?
It'll be alright, I guess. I don't think so.
You're gonna pay for this!
The only way you can breathe is through those two pipes.
So, I guess we figured out who the murderer was. And we found Quark.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
What if they're dead?
Probably.
See, I told you Quark is Rainbows and Party.
There. They may have already returned.
Good point.
Let's go.
Huh. Looks like they aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Oh man, now we gotta look for them.
How much time until the white doors open?
50 minutes.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
Kay and I nodded.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is.
Pretty much.
I see. That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game.
What?
We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
Oh no. Wouldn't be able to go through the secondary door.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
time she realized sooner. Last time we had like 4 minutes.
Who would be pairing up with Quark?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
Who's the cyan pair?
Clover and Tenmyoji.
The 2 people who are
Damn.
missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet?
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Then why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
What? No, that's not possible. The primary doors haven't even opened yet.
Perhaps someone opened one of them. I
How?
don't know. But it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing.
But that's against the rules.
Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
If they did, we wouldn't know where they went until the doors opened for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
Is this still all just speculation, though? This is still just all speculation, though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back.
Dang, you're just gonna get killed.
Okay. I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, alright?
This time we're best
And
friends
don't
with
forget to
Kay.
bring Dio
You know,
with
he's
you.
our bestie.
Okay.
Kay's our bestie.
Even though he tried to betray us and then
Yeah.
murder us.
Well, that was in a different timeline. You know, this one we're besties.
No, he betrayed us this time. He says,
I
like,
know, but like he tried to betray us, but it wasn't for sure that he was gonna murder us.
that's true.
We don't know that.
There's like so few animations in this game. There's like the hallway opening door scene. This is just, is this the pantry?
So it would appear.
Well, looks like they're not here.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head upstairs.
Very well.
Like, a good 80% of the game is like looking for people that went missing. It's pretty funny.
And then finding dead people along
Yep,
the way.
that's right. Like, oh, we split up to look for somebody who's missing. Oh, they're dead. Or we died.
No, we died. They died.
They died. We never get killed. Impervious to murder.
Yeah, we never get murdered. No one hates us. Sad face. It's probably someone we like don't know that well, like Clover or Tenmyoji. Like they don't have a reason to kill us. So we haven't died.
Now, the last game, one person, like, you could make them insane and they would kill you. And it's game over.
Hmm?
The last game, I think you could make somebody insane, they would kill you. I think it was Clover
Yeah.
or something. There wasn't too many death scenes.
No, a bunch of times we died.
No one here either, huh? Tenmyoji loves scotch so much I thought we might find him here drinking some.
How do we know that? It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that probably wouldn't have described as that I probably would have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes.
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
Want a drink?
no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask.
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I got so used to the suit I kind of forgot you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything?
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Really?
Yes,
Ooh, he trusts us.
What do you remember?
my father.
When you're dead,
When Dad.
when dead, you remember that?
Please, don't joke. This is serious.
When Dad, you remember that.
What does it say? It's weird.
When Dad, you remember that.
When
Like did.
Dad, you remember that? Did
When did you
Oh,
like when
No, it
when
says-
Dad, you remember that. When
Oh.
Dad, do you remember
Oh,
that?
got it. Did it just pop out of nowhere? So you remember who your father was?
Yes,
So what about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
He's remembered on your dad raised you?
Well,
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked.
He's a little...
He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children who would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So, for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something.
Make me a mother.
He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked him for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. It's like
Bunny's so sad looking.
Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He'd never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I'd wanted, I'd still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, I looked sad. It couldn't really be sad. It looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him. But I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man and I began to imagine that person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too, when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. Oh my gosh, I love how Kay is just like, oh yeah, I remember a little bit about my father, and then he just remembers like everything.
3 years later.
The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made when he burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. It's just first for everything. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the one I cherished the most. For a little while, every day I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. After her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away and I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve her goals.
Their goals.
To achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death. I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I had bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. Damn. I was stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and even the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and to end my father's horrible research once and for all. Yeah, that's the only thing to do, yep. I made plans to destroy the main reactor and with it the entire facility.
Just kill everybody.
But she saw right through me.
I became invisible.
My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. Dang, that's a long time being locked. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood and that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or...
To learn about research.
Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real. She'd made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There's something very special to her, she told me. There's someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't, for his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted. She was determined to see my father's research succeed. If I had a nickel for every time Kay said my father. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me and hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would just give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. What, you didn't lose your memory? Do you remember all that? Like, look at all that stuff.
I only remember 30 minutes of dialogue.
Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
I've been talking for 30 minutes.
It's not like you have anything else to do.
Desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
So you remembered almost everything.
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh.
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly.
Oh, he's crying.
My head feels like it's going to explode.
I'm gonna make another cheese quesadilla, guys. Be
Are you
right
okay?
back.
I
Yes.
think I just need to rest.
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Temioji myself while you get murdered on the
I'm
couch.
sorry. Thank you.
Kay lowered himself heavily into the red sofa in the corner of the room. Well, guess I better get moving then. Three, two, one, open the door. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Fi. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn.
Yeah,
Where's Kay?
he's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in. Kay was murdered! 3 seconds later. No.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well. Said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he alright?
I think so. I just murdered him. So just leave him right now. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling? I feel
What?
tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game, and then dead bodies stop turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely 0 sense. The more I try and figure out any of it, the more I feel like my brain's just gonna melt and run on my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole Nonary game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who is Zero Senior? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more, too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, why are any of... What are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not it.
I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. You heard that, right?
Yeah, it came from the hallway.
Let's go have a look.
Let's go have a look at this murderer.
Hooray, Liz is back.
Yeah, I made a cheese quesadilla, guys.
Oh, great.
There's nobody here.
I know, I always make cheese quesadillas.
Maybe they got on the elevator.
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs. so.
Let's go. Seek out the murderers. Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door.
Wait, did we just leave Kay
Yep.
Because
All
the treatment
alone.
They
center's
get
there.
murdered.
when we heard
That's
something
where Dio
right
and
in the
Quark
hall?
are.
So?
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
They're fine. Timmy or Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But I don't think they'd hurt Quark or Dio.
Are you sure? Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you serious? You gonna believe him?
I believe Dio.
Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Alright, fine. 3, 2, 1, green door open! Old joke. Dumb joke.
What if they like died or something?
There's really nobody in either treatment center.
We headed to the first pod.
Go ahead.
I cracked open the top and lifted it back.
There's nobody there.
Uh-oh. Oh, dang. That's nice. There was Quark, sound asleep.
Yeah,
See?
I guess you're right.
What about Kay?
Probably getting
I mean
worried for
Dio.
nothing.
If we don't open up Dio's, then
How about Dio?
I bet we're gonna be like,
Let's open his.
what? Don't open it. He'll escape.
I'll just knock on it. Oh shit!
Why'd that scare you?
Look at that!
Check his pulse!
He looks kind of dead. It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Yeah, he's dead. He looks pretty
Look.
dead.
The oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
Well, next time we should check the oxygen level.
Yeah, next time.
Probably means he was
Someone
asphyxiated,
must
but
have
why?
tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Who?
Look, we should go tell Kay about this. Come on, let's
What
go.
if Kay did it right before we left?
Without
Without waiting
waiting-
for me to follow, 5 turned and ran off.
There was
took
that
a deep
jellyfish in the
breath.
background.
I took a deep breath and followed.
Murdering jellyfish.
You would.
Fine, I burst out into the lounge and ran up to Kay. He was also murdered. Kay, wake up. There's something that happened. When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulder and he was murdered. He twitched and quickly sat up. Oh, good.
Okay, that's cool.
What is it?
I think that Kay died. It's obvious he's dead. There's no pulse. We explained about how we'd found Dio dead, and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation.
Whatever. Same thing. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0.
What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him if he was the murderer?
Well, we might have just fucked up and chose the faulty pod.
Yeah.
The only people that could have done it are Clover and Timioji.
There's also Quark.
What? No. That's impossible. I used to just in Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio,
Well, you could
then went
easily
back to
open your
sleep.
pod.
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So
Yeah, you
just,
could easily open
know,
your pod and
take it
then
into
reduce the
consideration.
oxygen level and then
Could be any of the three of them too.
Well, in that case,
Of
fine.
us?
I hate to
Yeah.
say it, but doesn't that
Yeah.
mean that you could have done it?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenryoji to show up. They never did though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
she went on to explain about the sound we'd heard.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenryoji were at fault.
Guys, I ran out of
Were
a
the two
cheese
of you
quesadilla. I'm
together
gonna
the
go
whole
make
time
some
you were
more.
investigating?
Be right back.
Yes, we were.
Love you.
You never split up or anything.
Nope.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh crap. We've only got 7 minutes until the primary doors open.
Alright. Let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenryoji are already there.
Oh, where is Dio's bracelet?
Is what?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not.
Then we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab a bracelet.
All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
Alright.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
The yellow pair of bracelets. These were Alice and Luna's.
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pockets.
Alright, let's get going.
Let's split up, guys. There's murderers on the loose. I swear every dumb horror movie does this kind of thing. Shit, they're not here.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
With Quark's bracelet?
Or...
Or what? Come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. It's gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Phi. You're right then. You, Kay, Quark, and I are the only people alive in here. If you're right.
Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too. But
We heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
No! What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no
I can't say for
point.
sure, but if I were to guess,
He's gonna murder Phi and K too.
Chromatic doors have
So,
opened.
K just gave you the
5
two
minutes
dead
remain
girls' bracelets.
until chromatic doors
Yes, you can
close.
get through, but these two others are gonna die
with
because
the
they got a broken
bracelet
bracelet.
like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I... Well,
Oh no! Shit! You're gonna be punished.
Doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be.
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those.
Dang it.
So just...
Okay, guys, I have a cheese quesadilla. We're good.
Fuck that. Yeah, I can't just ditch you guys like that. I'm gonna stay here and die too.
But if you stay here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? We'll all die together. What kind of monster do you think I am? Just leave you here to die. We'll all die together. Hugging. Ugh, god damn it.
This was bad. What was I going to do? I needed to calm down.
Just calm down.
Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had... Did we think of something?
To be continued.
Wait, that was the end?
Yeah, it's weird, huh?
It always does these to be continued.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those.
Does that mean that in the next game it'll
So
remember
we're
what we
right-
did last?
Yeah, so we're right here. Like we're stuck there. It won't let us see.
Is that the official ending?
No, there's 2 more question marks.
Wait, scroll down. Oh yeah, that one goes down the furthest, so that's
Yeah.
probably the official end.
There's also cool stuff over here too. So much stuff. Okay, so we got through all of this choice. All of this choice.
Yeah.
The first major choice, we got through it all. Except the stuff we can't do.
Okay. See y'all next time.
Hooray,
Bye.
bye.